ก็กระนี่ก็กระซิงโครนน้ำในช่องฮัตเตอร์แซลฟาดทำไมผมมันถ่ายคลิปฮัตเตอร์แซลฟาดก็เพราะว่าคือผมนึกไม่ออกว่าจะถ่ายตลาดเลยกับไอเดนกับไอเดนตี้ไปกับ ROV คือถ้าถ่ายสองอันเนี้ยถ้ามีคนดูคือดีใจไปแต่ถ้าถ่ายแล้วไม่มีคนดูอุตส่าห์ทำตั้งเยอะไม่มีคนดูก็เลยเลิกทำไปตั้งนานแล้วตั้งแต่ปี2023ตั้งแต่ปี2024ไม่ได้ทำสักอันเลยคือหมดไม่ได้หมดนะแต่ในการทำ YouTube นะแต่แค่ไม่ได้อะไรทำคลิปแล้วผมก็ไปหา
his biggest nemesis, and today 9-10 putting his walk on show. The elements of Mongols is what's brought the hype around this team into the major, which is yet.
คือผมหาช่องเฟอร์รี่ไม่เจอก็เลยหาเจอช่องนักแข่งพอดีก็เลยลองมาถ่ายคลิปดูจำได้มั้ง
Cal, that is their run so far. The victory today.
ก็รู้แหละ
It's going to feel good.
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaways. I was about to start singing the praises of Zaka as I see his scoreboard, but yeah, Starry and Zaka have had performances on maps where it's a name I'm going to remember. It's a name I'll be regurgitating next time I see Envision as ones to watch. You've got to give Westman his props for the fight he put up against the Mongols here on Anubis, up to 19, and actually has the highest ADR and kills in the server.
Big team effort on the other side. Look at this, 79 top ADR, 73 bottom. Everybody contributed and had their moments in the dominant performance. I think this is hopefully a sign of things to come with Chinese Counter-Strike. Tai Lu, after not qualifying, went and had some roster changes. They removed Advent, they removed Kaze. They're bringing in some players, some younger individuals, because I liked what we had from the likes of Jam Young, Mercury, Mosier, right? Those names were a little bit more exciting. It was the older boys who I wouldn't say weren't contributing, but maybe it's the older style, the older approach that wasn't working.
คือผมมาเล่นตอนกลางคืนอ่ะใช่ไม่ตอนกลางคืนแล้วผมเล่นอ่ะผมแทบไม่ได้แต่อเดนมานานแล้วด้วยถึงผมไม่ได้แต่อเดนมานานแต่ผมยังจำความสามารถได้อยู่แถมคือยังจำได้อยู่แต่แค่ไม่แต่อเดนนานมากคือมีกี่ให้เล่นตั้งเยอะจนลืมเล่นอเดนเลยตั้งใจขอเล่นให้คุ้มหน่อยละกันแค่นี้แหละถ้าฟิล์มกลางๆหน่อยก็ขอโทษแล้วกันนะผู้ชมที่รอคอยฮัตเตอร์แสงฟาดเนี่ยอย่างนี้จำได้จังวะที่ชื่อตัวละครในช่องหลักจำไม่ได้เลย
Nurturing. There's a gamers academy, stuff like that, where there's a lot of players that are chasing that dream, but there's a platform for them to play each other, find each other, build teams. I think that is the amount of Brazilian attendees is a product of that. Maybe China's on the way to doing something similar.
Hopefully, right? And Mongolia, we know, right? They have other teams as well there. I think there's a whole bunch of, I don't want to call them rejects, but alumni of the Mongols, right? They went by the name the Huns, and there's a bunch of those players in that team. There was also ATOC, so there's some more talented individuals, and when you look at the interviews that Blitz have done and you try and look into the region a little bit more, you know that there's a local area network, a land scene over there, where these players are being plucked from, and the better the Mongols do, the longer that they can extend events like this, you're going to get more opportunities to see players like this. Alright, well, we're going to head over down the sideline and get an interview with Zaka and the coach Gum. Hello guys, and yes, Bryce, that is absolutely correct. I'm here with Gum and Zaka. Always tough to speak after a loss. Thanks for your time, firstly. Commiserations on exiting the major. Guys, what's going through your heads right now?
We need to review the game, what happened there, and today I think we missed a lot of the key information, and I think our communication at one point is good, but at another point it's very chaos. So there's so many useless information there, so that's cost us a lot of chance.
And Zaka, what about yourself? What are your thoughts?
How to say? I think we just didn't play our game, and our communication not enough. We get some key, like Gum said before, we get some key information, but we didn't use it, and that's why we lose some for the round. We get the key information, like we know they will play B, but we didn't. Yeah, something like this. I think just 1 point, and another we need 怎么说
说呢？回去再看。
Yeah. So most likely we get back and review our game, and our feeling is like now we lose the game, and we need to cheer up for the Mongols and hope that can keep fighting and get one more spot and to have Asians Counter-Strike, to have more people play this game, to have more professional teams, and then maybe next time
มัน
we
ก็
can
เดียว
have
นะ
like more teams here and we can grow stronger.
Talking about that, Gum, it looked like there was still a lot of love between yourselves and the Mongols. I've heard that you've also been celebrating outside of the server with them when you both got your wins. Going forward, what would you like to see from the Asian Counter-Strike scene as you continue to support the Mongols in their endeavors here?
You mean the Counter-Strike scene in Asia?
Yeah, so what would you like to see going forward from the Asian scene?
Like just more teams and more players, more professional players, and to make the scene more competitive. That's it.
All right, well, guys, if there's anything else that you'd like to say to your fans and the people watching at home, please do go ahead.
Oh, it's so hard. Like, thanks for your supporting the this time. Actually, we can do better, but we're very sorry we didn't make it. But yeah, we hope we can do it as the next major. Because actually, for us, we achieved our goal here for the first half of this year, and
แปลกใจมาก
They're acknowledging some of the things we were talking about, Chad, about in terms of this being bigger than them, focusing on acquiring that third spot for the Shanghai Major if they can make the top 16. Well, if the Mongols can make the top 16, Lin Vision's journey ends.
Yeah, precisely. And I think when you think about what that will facilitate, it's exactly what Gum is hoping for, right? More opportunities to be able to play in the biggest of events, the most prestigious of events. Because I can tell you, as someone who was fighting for that once upon a time.
ผู้ชมจะพูดหน่อยคือตอนผมไปดูฮันเตอร์ดอตันอ่ะคือเขาเป็นแรงค์เซาเคเว้ยแรงค์สูงด้วยแรงค์น่าจะสูงสุดมั้งไม่ดิใช่เขาเป็นแรงค์เซาเคแค่นี้แหละที่เหลือก็รอเขาเป็นไงต้องแก้หรอต้องไปดูในนี่หมดตัวละครเอ้าฮะอย่าบอกนะว่าอย่าบอกนะเดี๋ยวเพิ่งมาวางโอ้เขาบอกว่าเรื่องนี้เคยโอ้ไม่ใช่เหรอโอ้ถึงว่าทำไมเงี้ย
Yeah, exactly. And there were multiple instances of that where the Mongols, they stayed very proactive. Those spaces were taken, that techno round where Westmelon just didn't kind of punish and it ended up losing G and losing the round, losing the site. There are those already at the forefront of my mind as to where things went wrong for Lin Vision.
But I love the way that they conduct themselves, and like I touched on before, I hope that this ushers in a new era for Chinese Counter-Strike.
That Furia win, bro, I was absolutely gassed for them. Like seeing the passion, the emotion for when they took that win. Lin Vision, they did not get 0. streak.
Yeah, precisely, right? And they picked up a win against a scalp of players who have played at quite a top tier of Counter-Strike. Right? Cacerado, the absolute best Brazilian player out there. So regardless of how Fury are struggling, that's still a massive win. But Alex, we've got plenty more Counter-Strike coming today.
Let's bring up the schedule before we say our goodbyes. Myself and Caddy B done for the day, but more Counter-Strike around the corner, because check this one out. We get Legacy up against Apex.
That's an elimination.
Yeah, very intrigued to see if Legacy can fight tooth and nail to live another day. Apex quite the tough opponent. And then Ecstatic versus Imperial. That is another intense one.
Yeah, that is going to be a qualification match. So I think it's a free crack for both of these teams. Ecstatic, obviously, Danish representation, the full five. This is probably the biggest event for all of these players ever. Actually, I would say it is. It definitely is. And Imperial on the other side, Vinny taking over the realms of the in-game leadership. Some of the newer names alongside of Decent as well as No Way. And then you have the older boys of Henny and Phelps who found some impact in the game. We did it theirs yesterday. And we've also got the mainstream, which you guys can check out, twitch.tv/PGL. That's all from us.
That's all from us. We'll see you guys tomorrow, but do stay tuned. There's all that Counter-Strike coming at you from both streams. Full frontal. See you soon.
Yeah, what's popular, it's loud. And this is ASON's commercial. But ASON
ผู้ชมวันนี้ถ่ายทอดสดนะไอเดียวเอามาอยู่มันเป็นถ่ายทอดสด
I need you to have the ASON IO. ACEZONE. Yo. Code PGL, 50 euros off. Got some headphones.
รอโคตรนานแต่ตรงนี้เราเป็นเติ้ลนะคือเราเปิดดูไม่10 นาทีนะไอเนี้ยไม่ถึงไอเนี้ยคือเราปิดปุ๊บแล้วก็เปิดใหม่เป็นเหลือเวลา10 นาทีง่ายมีเวลา10 นาทีอันนี้ตกใจเพราะมันวางมากถ้าวางจริงน่าจะต้องเข้าทำไมไม่มีความสามารถที่ดีเลยจะกินใหม่โอ้มาแล้วนะทำลูกค้าหมดได้เล่นเลย
Good afternoon, everybody. Scrawny and Launders taking over for Machine and Sponge, who have handled the first game of the day so elegantly. Obviously, Mongols dispatching of Lin Vision, that one's all wrapped up, and another unfortunate departure from the very first CS2 major. Now, we gotta send somebody else back.
And it's two teams, maybe neither of which you expected to be here for different reasons. Maybe a lot of people had Legacy 03, a lot of people had Apex, I would say, going through. Maybe it's the Luth 6 team to make it. In this bout, however, we're in a 1-2 game. It's on the line, and Legacy, they do have a good win, right? They beat Fury on the first day. That was very impressive and a big moment, I think, for Cold Zero specifically. No goods fallen.
You know, it's not all bad news today. Ecstatic versus Imperial. Maybe, again, two other teams you wouldn't expect to be where they're at, but that is, of course, for the next stage of the major.
That is going to be the biggest game of Ecstatic's lives, undoubtedly. And then obviously for Imperial, I mean, just nice to see Phelps back where he's at. We can no longer doubt Vinny. Very exciting game. Personally for me, I'm really stoked to get to that one, just because, again, it gives us a chance to celebrate a result, whereas this one, although it is very important, is
ดีใจ
a
เว้
more
ย
somber
แต่จะ
story.
พูดวันนั้น
Yeah, I mean,
ขอบคุณนะ
at the end of the day, though, if they don't actually make it through, like if Imperial don't make it through, they can't be excited when a few months pass about just qualifying. You know, just getting one win, for example. So, Vinny, I think he's got to be thinking about how much he has already playing through the veto now with Apex, and again, a team who, well, they put together their roster based on trying to make it to the major. They got Stico in. Stico did a great job of, as you pointed out, doing his job to get them here.
Yeah, that was his claim to fame, right? Needed to get this organization back to the major, and he did it. Now it's a matter of stepping up into a level, because to be honest, at the moment, Apex are not hitting that groove that I think we have all come to expect from them. Their year has had struggles, yes, but they have consistently grinded their way through results and events to at least progress to a point beyond this one. At the moment, the best piece about Apex, the one shining star, is the man on screen at the moment, Sense, who I would say previously had left me wanting more from him. Now at this major, shows out. Seems like he's finding his place within everything, and he's trying to keep them kicking and screaming in this event.
Yes, working very hard. We saw lots of interesting things come out of this team. I mean, Jacob was such a star on Overpass, but then we saw Sasanio was kind of uncomfortable, but then got it together towards the end and started fragging out like crazy. So, no Overpass in this veto. It's actually an interesting one. I think there's a very high likelihood we get all three maps in this situation. So, let's see. Legacy going up quickly into the B site. Apex, excuse me, on the attack. Getting the plant down so easily with a 4v5 for a second.
Otto's stuck in the cutout. Stico would have been a great Molotov to end up throwing for any kind of a defuse attempt. That's why he's got a second one, right? So he's just staying outside of the bomb site. An additional Molotov to deny any defuse, and poor Lotto without a smoke. You know, he's feeling good about this. Oh, he just picked one up.
Wow.
And now that he's got the smoke, the Molotov's not going to work for Stico. And he goes for the kill towards short side. Oh.
I really wish he stuck that, because he did it perfectly. He had the smoke out, and then he diffused it. He dropped the smoke right after to kill an extra second. Wanted to go a Molotov for it. It would have definitely been a stick. I think it's an appropriate setting to do that, because you don't assume that someone's coming in with the smoke in that situation. So, you know, you're likely to not peek until it's too late, or whatever the case may be. But for Apex, they're the ones who got the entry. They made that look really simple getting into the site. So, fair play.
Miss CT smoke to block an elbow. Luckily for them, it's not going to be punished. But Barton with that M-Force come in with early impact, and that is now another player dropped by the M-Force. So this conversion from the pistol was all in on one idea, straight to the B-bomb site. They're starting to rack up losses. Stico, lucky to be alive after the nade, hanging on by the skin of his teeth, now having to go big versus Barton and Cold Zera. That M4 given an excellent chance to force buy back and it worked.
That's an excellent gameplay out of Barton. It's his first peek towards the rush, instantly gets the kill with falling back. And his teammates are dropping like pawns all around him, but they're the ones with pistols, so they're doing a good job of sort of being his frontline defense as he goes and gets refrags, right? Like, that's beautiful play from Legacy, where they're playing to trade out and protect the best gun. And they trusted in their rifler, and he delivered, man.
I mean, really giving Barton all the gunfights he would favor, right? Just leaning back on long, every single fight from the bomb site. Some of those players are having Mac 10s. And the first one, okay, you learn your lesson. There's a rifle back there. But everybody else made the same mistake, one after another, with low trade potential, and it costs Apex that opening momentum. They'll force buy back, but man, they are strapped for cash already.
Yeah, this is sort of very good posturing. The map right now for Legacy. Kind of love to see that type of leadership right away. Fast and swing hard. And now they have to change it up.
See whether Cold Zera gives us another awesome showing. Flashback to the past.
I mean, there are genuinely a lot of people watching this major that wonder what the hype is about Colterra because it was a long time ago.
ฉันเกลียดปินทำไมตัวลงเพิ่มเลยอุ้ย
Your process was extraordinary. It was unbelievable. To the point that we still talk about him and hold in such high regard like 8 years later. Seriously.
Others Brazilians who are found success in Copenhagen, taking a quick glance over to Phelps and thinking, well, if he can return to form, why can't
ที
I?
นี้บุกป้องเยอะเนาะ
Both teams
ที่
doing it with
ตรง
young
ที่
blood
เป็นเรา
too,
โอ้โห
but right now, Knock
นา
empty-handed.
ทีได้มั้ง
Brazilians
กามา
convert.
ไม่ได้นานเกิน
There was a lot of doubting Colterra on some of the previous lineups in the last couple of
เพื่อน
years
เราไม่
with
โอ้โห
the
เพิ่งให้เราสื่อ
mixes
ล
of
งได้
Brazilian players that he
โอ้
was
โห
getting
สุดยอดมาก
and
เพื่อน
wondering if he was really in it
Super
to
hard,
be a
yeah.
competitor. And there was that quote, I think it was the Rio Major where he said, I didn't shower for a few months, I have no friends, no one loves me, and all I do is play CS,
Yeah, something like
grinding
that.
for this, and that's all you need. Okay, he really wants to be back.
That, of course, was a successful event. Getting to Rio, then to only bomb out of that one. And it kind of felt, oh, well, I guess this is his team's cap.
And we can see from this opening stage that these are some of the best sort of Brazilian lines we've seen in a few years.
That third and fourth is a little egregious,
That
right?
was in 2015, right there.
Those last couple of shots had magnets in them, and unfortunately, Apex didn't even have those helmets.
สามครั้ง
Absolutely shredded, but you can hear it. Looking to get right back. Let's go, let's go. Here's our gun round.
Yeah, that was the key feature, was his breakdowns. Like, that was the thing that you just couldn't explain with Colterra. It'd be like him on Ivy on train, and Team Liquid would send 5 guys out with auto snipers, and he'd just kill them all with 1 bullet each. It was insane.
Yeah, his spray downs and his jumping op no scopes.
Oh man, yeah, that's right. Yeah, just one of the few players with a graffiti as well.
Absolute legend of the game. And off to a 7-2 start thanks to that 4K anti-eco. Now, it's going to be a challenge in mid. Nice flash from Stiko to set up Jacob. Mid player goes down for the defense. Lotto lost in smoke. Neck is next to jump up box. This is a great spot for him to punish Sense. But the trade frag potential's high. Chase out from Stiko gets him. We're into the 3v3. Cave has been conceded. We get a rotation from Legacy to lighten the defense to B side.
They thought the defense thin as possible, but with the A push and this timing, and since there's only 3 teams, this is a really big influence on the CT side. That's hard to deny.
ต้องการแล้วเรา
There's
ไม่
also a
ได้
lot of
พูด
room
อยู่
to
แล้ว
push and take your time. So Apex, yes, they're outside B, but they're at the minute mark. So there might not be an exact right now. They're still working on Cave. I think this is a great timing play from Legacy. Like, clearly they're coming up behind him.
His timing, but the Cave player.
Yeah, that's free on Cave. The intentions are clear now as the Cave was pushed.
เอาพี่ต้องหอมแล้วโอ้เปิดตาแดงมาแล้วบันเทิงแน่เอง
Was it Bark making the first kill?
Was the flank, yes sir.
So they might not know
เรา
where
ไม่
he
เข้า
is.
ตัวละ
Cold Zero creeping out with the op now.
He saw something,
He's
yeah.
got the shadow, easy. Stiko down for the count. Knock, you love to see Knock in the clutch. Doesn't have his trusty op, but still catches Cole. He's worried about the ramp. Worried about that second flank, but it's a reroute through the cave that gets Legacy back on top, and props because they could have played that more stagnant. They got active in the mid-round 3v3. They get the reward for it and the round win too.
Yeah, it's a perfect premise. They have to take some kind of risk, but it's Colterra on holding A main, like that's as safe as it gets.
แต่ปัญญา
Also,
แต่
I
เพื่อน
think Lotto,
เอง
you know, they made sure not to run after they just got that first kill. They kept walking
โอ้ยคุณเดิน
and let
ได้
one guy trade himself down. Lotto totally inconspicuously walking through cave.
บนทีนึง
Not surprised Apex couldn't figure out where he's coming from. So what a good start to the day here for Legacy.
โอ้
There'll still be a bye.
Double volley out of the defense, looking for that fast jump up, and with no mid pressure from Apex, it's very tough to keep anybody off of this play. Legacy, they want this fight, and the only route Apex have is up ramp. They've been completely stuffed out everywhere else, and with no control. And then even then, once they get to the bomb site, they lose a double. Nekis swaps on the ramp. Stico's supposed to hold it. Nekis, what is this?
No, between two smokes, he walked through, and that's the risk that Apex took right there, though. They assumed that Legacy weren't going to go for mid control, that they wouldn't do a play
นอก
to get
แน่
into
ใจว่า
heaven
มัน
quick.
ต้องตายจริง
And then they decided to run by their smoke and hope that they had time to get the bomb down before they go back and watch flanks. Nekis called it out perfectly. But as a team, this is beautiful. And the initial hold is 2 kills, dude. 1 guy on the side.
Excellent rifle work as well from Nekis there.
This is a scary situation now for Apex.
Talk about momentum out of the gate. Now they're back down to the Tech 9s. Now Cold Zera's landing shots at the deep A-main angle. Tassanito, he's got 1 back, but where there's 1, there's more. Lotto taking the place of his dead teammate. Line this up with a nice burst. They creep into him, and he falls back. They're on for the chase. There's the potential for the mid jump up. It's trying to come save the cave control. And with the elbow smoke fading, Dumao is of 2 minds. He has to take the risk by going through smoke. Tassanito on the reload, easy pickings. And now it's full control point for Legacy again.
They have such good court vision right now. They know every risk to take looks easy to them. I mean, these could be scary pushes if they weren't so positive about what they were getting into. Apex did a good job in the first couple of rifles of fighting for mid control and actually winning, even if it cost them a couple players. But Legacy have not stopped going into mid. And when they don't play there at all, it kind of removes the option for Apex to just go in extremity quickly, because Legacy will have those rotations. They need to respect Apex. Apex need to respect them inside of mid.
พอใจยังเพื่อนโอ้ยต้องให้เราช่วย
At least because of those
เองต้องกล้าขนาดนั้นต้องให้เราช่วย
up here for
แต่ไอ้
Apex.
สกิลเองก็โกงเลยนะ
All these mid-round moments have been Legacy's name.
ขอบนหน่อยละกันสกิลเองก็โกงนะ
On it, Jacob blindsided by it. Legacy go up to 6-1.
This is crazy.
Oof, man. And
These rounds are insane.
you know, this is actually a trilogy.
This is a trilogy. Ooh,
Apex have 2 losses.
really?
Pain, Imperial. It is Apex versus Brazil here in Copenhagen. This could be a full Brazilian elimination for Apex.
Wow. So it's a Brazilian barbecue and Apex are the meat.
And, well, Brazilian teams beating European teams is my favorite type of NA Cope.
Yeah. You did the math on how many like all the Brazilian teams made it through. What's still possible now?
So I'm not entirely confident in the numbers. I haven't gone back to the rule book.
All right. What's like potential best case situation?
Potential best case situation is, I believe it's what I think we need is 2 South American teams right now. 2 of these Brazilian teams in this stage of the major to get to the elimination stage. And at that point, with complexity plus those 2, I believe we get 1 spot back at the Americas RMR, and Europe will lose its last chance qualifier.
And that will mean nature is healing.
And nature is healing. Out of the gate, though, we get more of the Apex pain. Guns in middle get completely stuffed, and there's this duality to Apex right now. We've seen rounds where they go completely into B, foregoing any mid control and hoping Legacy won't try to do that jump up. What happens? Nekis slides down smoke, total control of the map, and then they lose it. They try to go for boosts and elbow to contrast. What happens? Legacy pulling players off the top of totem poles, and it's again an Apex 3v5 situation.
I mean, they're being too antsy. Like, Legacy have earned respect and checkmated early B aggression, mid aggression. Apex either have to fight them inside of mid, or they have to wait them out until nades are low, and then take B or take mid back. But they're not willing to play those slow rounds. So, of course, Legacy are going to win. This is exactly the kind of round they were expecting. Apex are refusing to be patient about this approach. Just hoping to get the kills.
Lotto gets 1 right before Tatsunito's able to come out from cave. Untraded kill, and there's so many players here, but the timing's nice.
About to get spotted,
It's the long guy. I was gonna say short looks away, so all's good. But No, sir.
There's a lot of trust in that rifle setup they've got going on, 2 or 3. They're covering everything. So Apex are really, you know, I don't say they're giving the half away, but they're making it as easy as possible for Legacy. Everything Legacy's calling is expecting early plays like Apex are making.
Stico, he's lucky he didn't die after time. Final second is when he falls out.
I think the one thing you can do is people pull guard on A lot. These B rushes are surprising. Cool smoke that they've got to try to make A plays happen. But, you know, A rushes in the current meta with people not playing A almost at all sometimes, that can work out. But we haven't seen them really try that. And it's not like it's free to win the round if you get out A main, because it's hard to win past Donut and get the bomb down safely and everything like that. But it doesn't seem like it's an option that's even crossed their minds. And I can only assume that LXC are going to think, well, that's probably coming next. I really think they should just go slow down to a ball, go for mid lane, and then if they really want to go for the B attack, do it from, you know, a point of power instead of doing it by bashing their head into the wall.
Their heads are getting bashed all right. Disappointing anything the Apex have been able to offer up in this one. Is Cold Sarah and Barton all at 9 kills apiece. Lotto right behind them. All cylinders firing here for Legacy. They're going to go for lane out of the spawn again. Remember, this is the one AK.
That's on the pistol.
And then thought that an all-out B rush was going to get them the conversion.
Tried it again and again.
Man,
oh, wow.
activity.
Yeah, they haven't done a default, right?
They are being outplayed.
Dude, this is top level play for Legacy. I mean, they're just put into everything right now, like so quickly too.
Wow, I mean, you can very well just spray down this empty fire rampant.
Just put the bib in right now.
We've got 4 players sitting in the site. CT's rock solid hole. Disgusting couple of headshots. I mean, can Legacy do anything wrong right now?
This is literally a masterclass at the moment. I would say there's clearly things that Apex can do better, but like, I'm not gonna say that it'd be easy even if they were playing well. Sight holds are on point, rotations are on point. And they did try that one A rush. Cold Zero got the 4K spray down, so I guess you can't say they haven't tried it at all.
Need I remind everybody at home? Apex is map pick.
Yeah. I thought this was going to go 3 maps because Apex have beat better teams on Ancient.
Finally, something gets going here for Apex.
They win mid.
There's been enough chances for that fight. There we go. Headshots galore coming out of Apex. The best individual moments we've seen from them yet. And it's Jacob and Knock. As you've come to expect from this Apex squad, those are the 2 players, the 2 stars. A swift reminder that headshots can change every round.
Oh my god. Where's A? They're gonna split Donut to A.
A main player comes out and dies.
Goes middle. Scared. Okay, they finally get one.
There we go. Let's get back through the T-spawn all the way to B. Deep control from Apex. This will, at the very least, be a 2-round T-side.
I like how they're hunting as if it's like, the Barton's happy to get kills, you know what I mean? They've got so much money. I don't think Apex should be trying to take every dollar from them at this point. If they risk dying.
Why don't
100% more about
I say
preserving themselves.
นานมากตา2 คนไม่มีปัญหาหรอกมั้งเพราะกินไม่ได้กินถ้ากินจริงๆต้องตา3 คนนั่นแหละผมกินจริง
Alright, so they get away with that. They have blocks that saved. It's the Jacob 2K entries. They fight to take over mid control. At least they do that instead of going straight into B, and they eventually win. Maybe this is the round they need, but oh man, a great spray. It really was.
Yes, Stico got them flashbangs for middle. The only kills that Apex have gotten in middle have been with a Stico flash assist every time.
Let's go, Stico.
3 of them.
That's my YouTuber.
Get this smoke out, and Doom out trying to press through it. There's a player behind him, I believe. Yeah, by box. Jacob could return frag, but he doesn't win the spray duel, and that quick lane control coming out of Lotto. You want to fight, you've got one. Legacy will fight fire with fire.
They are so happy to just try again.
Because they are burning brighter. That's Anito. Looking to get something going at B's, being held from long, and Barton's going to win his fight. Barton is white hot at the moment, 14 kills deep, and a 1v4 attempt out of Knock with plenty of time to try to make this happen, but already 3 members of the defense on B. The A main push, he is corralled.
Got smoked. Yeah, Barton's white hot, and they're flying too close to the sun right now. They have run into B, given him so many kills, and why would you? Not in this form. But I mean, where is the easy place to go? They've been destroyed in mid, on A, and up B almost every time.
But barring that one anti-eco Coldzera from the A side, I feel like A, we just haven't seen much.
They didn't even try. Yeah, they didn't even try. And
I mean, late rounds, so when they go donut splits are only happening late round most of the time, and we haven't seen them win mid to even try it. So, yeah, like the main rush, something.
Here we go.
No bomb here. There's a fake towards it.
Right? But even that, even a fake towards A is enough to start to get the mid setup unraveled. That's a double donut push coming out of Legacy. You know they'll try to fight you head on. And in doing so, Stico's found that 5v4. Still, we get this 3-man cohort waiting outside of B with Barton in the wings waiting. A second entry towards A is excellence from Sense. And as he goes deeper, they're just cleaning house at the moment. How convincing is that A hit? Only now does the bomb go down on the opposite side of the map.
God damn it.
So a little A action from Apex nets them another round win.
Yeah, nice. I mean, the guys who faked got kills, which is the hard thing to do because they're coming in with the least support. Only 2 guys. Full respect on that, but at the end of the day, numerically, this is basically spawned in half. Like 3 rounds in total. It's total despair right now on Apex's map pick. They have so much work to do right now on CT side.
Question remains, did they wait too long before trying to throw out that play? Because if they do it once, they win it once. 100% success rate on the early A play, but no longer any key rounds to play off of. When you compare that, just even a spread out default, to some of the very uninspiring straight up B rush play. The T-side Apex will not want to remember the one that is over nonetheless. Said yourself, a lot of work to do.
We're definitely looking to Jacob to help him a ton on the pullback. Like, he already showed some good rounds on T side. Like, aim-wise, he's also just been great so far in the games I've watched. Leading into this one, and CT Ancient should be his friend. So, Jacob might need to go into superhero mode.
We know he can do it.
See, he's still submitted to the spandex.
That's Anito. Dives back sight, gets his Beretta's kill, but he's not the only one with the Cowboys. Deep peek into the back lane. Dumao, double kill on the pistol, and a man advantage in the post plant for Legacy. Enough control of the site that Nekis can turn attention back towards lane. Oh, Stico doesn't get it immediately. And as he starts to trudge down the lane, they're going to come to him, and he's drawn all the attention from the site. Now his teammate can start to move forward. Knock knows where both T's are at, but can he still unravel what's left of this? Yes, he can. Instant headshot within the bomb site. A fake defuse and a slow crawl from Lotto up that ramp. He sees that there is no commitment. He tucks into the same place as his teammate, and because time is on Legacy's side, double digits secured.
Oh, Legacy, they win the round the exact same way that Apex do in the first half. But this is for 10. 10 and 3 right now off that rush. Some very strong entries in just a basic B hit. Uses deep smoke to value pressure. And I think, I don't know, what could have been done better? Maybe if Sneaker had delayed longer and letting his teammate come in to help him with that trade first, then they could have had a 2v1. But I think he was worried about getting flanked all the same. Hard decision to make in real time.
They switch sides and they suffer from the same problem. Still no mid control for Apex.
Have the Salvation Army investment here. Pistols. SMG and a FAMAS is your best gun.
Boost. Might work.
Wow. Wonderful. Wow. And seeing a tactic like that around like this, it definitely brings joy to the heart. That's solid play for the anti-eco.
Playing some real Counter-Strike right now, Legacy. No holds back.
And they kept an option open on A the entire time. They know there's no A push. I think they need to lead in with the A player if they're going to go B in this situation. Otherwise, they got to find out it's a stack. Oh, nice one.
Something to work with. A little more damage as well versus Spartans. They line up for the FAMAS, but it also gets nothing in response.
Last player.
CP has been found out, dealt with, down for the count. I'm not just talking the last player, I'm talking Apex in general.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going to be full investments all the way through now. And anti-ecos here for Legacy. Essentially trying to get the 10 out of 10, right? They've already shown great CS. They've already...
So sweaty.
I don't think they believe they can lose at this point, but yeah, like... just the perfect tactic just to make bad go to worse, and...
At 10-3 versus a force buy.
That's what you'd love to see, man.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Did not expect this to
เงียบตั้งนานโอ้โหคือนี่แบบเล่นไปด้วยแล้วก็ฟังเสียงอีกคนนู้นด้วย แต่ก็ไม่แย่นะเผื่อคนปัจจุบันดูเพิ่มแล้วก็ขอจบคลิปนี้นะผู้ชมอย่าลืมกดติดตามช่องหลักด้วยในช่องเนี้ยไอช่องที่เขาถ่ายทอดสดใช่วอลเลนอย่าลืมติดตามช่องเขาด้วยนะอย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามและอย่าลืมกดไลค์ช่องเราด้วยคนดูไม่มีเลยมีแต่คนดูไม่มีคนกดไลค์บ๊ายบาย